thanks for coming in person and those for attending online. So I know that, okay, wait, let's check. Must mute those not talking. Okay, let me see. How come I cannot mute? Hey, yeah, the view needs to be different. Right. Okay, thanks, Hum. Okay. So I think it's good now. Okay, just need to see. Okay, yeah, you all can see my screen and can hear me clearly online, right? Okay, if you have any question for those online ones, just ask me on the chat. Yeah. Yeah, so today's topic, as we know that all our world is talking about AI, or government giving you all free credits for AI. How many of you all have used it already? I think you all have free 6 months, right? Have anyone claim and play with it? Huh? Sorry? Start in June, not yet. Oh, okay. Lining up all the AI credits that your government is giving you for free. So, yeah, AI has been in my work. My boss wants all of us to have a paid subscription to any kind of AI. He said that we need to be a prolific user of AI. Okay, I tell you this word every day, many times being mentioned. As we can see, many jobs are gone. I know of startups who used to have 70 programmers, left 30 only because they don't need them anymore. They just need somebody who is slightly more senior to manage, or a combination of it. But yeah, and it's very real. You know, once glorified job as a programmer who was paid like 10 to 20K a month in the past maybe 10 years. Right now they are struggling, and then it comes to the designer, comes to the writer, because you can do everything with AI. And my talk today actually is a bit more about corporate kind of project, because you know, company always like encourage you to, hey, please adopt AI, like my company lah. Please adopt AI, please make sure that you use it. I think all of us in this room, I bet 100% of us have used GPT, bare minimum. Gemini, I guess, because it's default there, right? Your WhatsApp, you have Meta. So all of us are already some kind of a user. But when it comes to like AI project, automating it with AI and replacing the human per se, how is it really useful? Is it like just a trend where people embark? Because now it's the hot topic. And in the startup world where I am in, money is pouring into the AI startup. As long as you say you're doing something native with AI, it's easier for you to get money rather than if you say that, oh, I'm creating a software, no AI, you know. So anything, I think 3 years back, maybe if you talk about like blockchain, Web3, those were the flavor of the month. But right now, in the last 3 years, I think, AI has been a very, very hot potato. So, but you see, whatever that we do, there is some kind of a discernment also in terms of like how effective it is to really use AI in your life. I think for us, because we are basic user, I think it's okay because we use it for chatting most of the time. We ask it to replace Google search, right? But when it comes to automating certain things, how do you know that it will be feasible? So that is how, and how is it going to make money for your organization? So there's a certain question that you need to ask before that you just embark. Just because somebody is selling the new coyote of the month, which is AI, and then you just jump on it. So let me start. So we can see, oops. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, right, if this is the pyramid of adoption, right, there are 84% of people who haven't even used AI at all. Okay, and there are 8.1 billion humans. Of course, you count the baby, you count all the, you know, like the way more see, like maybe my grandma generation, of course they don't that's a lot, that's a very big, huge number, right? But I think the current kids generation, they are going to be native AI, right? They are literally born in the world of AI, so those are coming. 16% of us, okay, 16% at the third tier, this is us, right? We use free chatbot. Whatever you have now on your phone, you download ChatGPT for fun, you ask questions, play a little bit. Some lonely people use it as boyfriend and girlfriend for free, not paid one. Okay, so those are the 16% of us, which is in the Pareto law, you know, the 20% and 80%, kind of going up to the tip of the iceberg. And then the 0.3% pay some money to use premium AI tool. How many of you here, and including those online, right, even though now I really cannot see you all, yeah, I need to open this up. How many of you actually paid subscription to AI? Anyone? No? You? Okay, one. Not bad. So you belong to the 0.3%. Which one do you pay? ChatGPT. Okay, cool. 0.3%. And I don't pay, but I use my friend's paid one, so I'm like half of this 0.3%. She is paying for Claude. Yeah, okay, sorry.
You cannot be half.
Sorry? But I use paid, but I don't pay for it, so yeah, so I don't. I will count myself at 16% because
you are not counted.
Yeah, I'm 16% because my money don't go out, but I have access to the paid premium AI tool, so-called. And also at work, I have a paid co-pilot. But yeah, I'm not 16% because it's not my money. Okay, Fiona also say no.
If you drive an AI car, is it considered use AI?
Do you pay $20 per month?
No, they pay 100,000 for the car.
Car not counted. So we're talking about AI tools now, never talk about electric vehicle. Okay, so the rest, the 0.04% use advanced coding, scaffold, cursor, Claude code. So these are the very technical tools that I think you can even pay more than $100 for it, right? So like I mentioned about my boss encouraging the use of AI, he wants all of us in the department to belong into this 0.3%. And he actually will treasure you and ask, which one do you subscribe? Which one do you subscribe? So I realized that in my industry, if you do not know what I do, I work with SMU, I work with startups, and startups normally are very open to technology. We are never scared of it. You know, we were always the first to jump in. And there are some founders who are very tech savvy. They will really pay and to experiment all tools. So half a year ago, if you ask them what do you use, what do you pay, they will say ChatGPT. But now, if I ask 10 people, majority will say I pay for Claude. Because Claude gives you, ChatGPT always tend to give you a very feel-good answer, whatever that you want to hear, because they know who you are as a persona. But Claude has a very good balance of analytical, objective results. And they can actually generate very good report based on whatever question that you ask. So it is very useful for analysis, like deep analysis, not on the surface analysis. So what my friend was saying, if you're using the free version, it's as if you are having a secondary school kid helping you with your research. Okay, I mean, they're okay, right? But if you go to the $20 tier, maybe now you have a JC student or uni grad that's helping you with your answer and research. But if you pay for the $100, $200 over dollar, you have a PhD that is doing all the research for you. So how detailed it is, how extensive it is, how wide and how deep that can go, that is the difference in the pricing that we'll be paying. And of course, for us, a day-to-day user, I don't think we need such in-depth, and hence that majority don't pay for it. Only use free. Same, I also, well, technically I have a paid version, but I don't pay for it. Okay. So the height, right? So it's like generative AI is really everywhere. You all know about GPT, and I think the adoption of GPT is so much faster than the adoption of social media when I started this talk 13 years back. Right? I still remember in the room when I asked how many people have Facebook, there was only 3 people out of maybe 15. Right? But right now, I think if I ask, have you used GPT, I think all of you have touched it one on another. So yes, it is very widespread, it's very viral, right? But when it comes to project right now in corporation, right, the failure rate is actually very high. Okay, so we have access to all these things. Let's sack people, let's sack many people, because now we can save money already. But how does this translate into P&L, your profit and loss? So actually, based on the research, there are 80% failure rate when it comes to AI project. Okay, it doesn't take off. And to scale that project, like now you already do this, you implement it, and you want people to use it to scale, to deploy it to other use cases, it's just less than 10% because majority died already, right? So hence, this is from the BCG, which is a well-known Boston consulting. So they say 74% of companies struggle to even achieve and scale from AI, which is a lot, right? Improvement are spread too thinly across employee to visibly impact top or bottom line result. So because there is a trend, people just jump on it, but never really question that, do I really need it? How does this impact my bottom line? Is it because government give you grant or to claim that, okay, I'll go on board with it first? But how does this really give you an impact? Okay, so for example, these are some of the autopsy on why certain projects fail. Okay, one of the case study is in the healthcare claims. So there was a insurance company, because they are focusing, there are lots of claims coming and they want it to be very fast. They use AI to do it. They put all the parameters, right? Yeah, it's very fast, but the accuracy may not be there. Because the AI is being prioritized to use speed for the claim processing. Okay, so what is the failure? So the failure was there was a certain claim that was being rejected, that not being challenged at all. They just say, oh, you never meet this, I reject you. Okay, so hence it's very inflexible because it's 1 or 0, right? You don't meet this, out. But if let's say it's a human who does it, they will say that, oh, but there's this thing, there's another stop of nuances that human can catch that the AI can't yet at this moment, right? Hence that when it comes, so the purpose of this talk is not to bash AI, right? But it's just that there are certain things we need to think very carefully before you apply it, and to say that, yes, my process needs to be black and white with AI. Okay, so for example, like this healthcare claims, not all can just be black and white. There are certain things that still need to consider certain nuances, right? Like maybe it's not just like A to Z you follow, but maybe A got A1 or B2 or that kind of point that's not covered by the AI because of the complexity of certain situation. Okay, another one is fraud detection. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so again the same thing. They anyhow detect fraud, but may not be fraud. Again, these two case study basically just says that when it is too binary, but there are certain things that are exception, like for example, like why do you need to meet your MP? Because you cannot rejected somewhere, right? But if this is an AI society, right, they'll just remove the MP because there's a human element that will listen to your story and you write to your appeal. But if it's AI, they don't care. You rejected means you rejected. You don't need to go to meet your MP and plead your case even. So hence that, again, when you embark on any AI project, check how do you know that you really need it and how does it make sense. So there is an architectural shift right now. Right, before that it's like, oh, you think that AI is a 1 to 0, it's a yes or no, but you need a probability element to it. Yeah, I know this this sounds a little bit dry, but basically why we as a human now is still needed in this is because there are the unstructured, the flexible thinking, the flexible human relationship that we need to be put as a guardrail before to say yes or before to say no. So you need to evaluate, and this is a constant thing. If you need to, and even like let's say you ask question right now to your GPT, you cannot just take it that is 100% truth. As we all know, GPT, they hallucinate very well, right? The last time when I took photo of a menu okay, so my company give, let's say, $10, you can use it to buy breakfast. So I'm too lazy to use my brain. I want to maximize $10, I want to use everything. I take photo of the menu, I ask GPT, can you please calculate, I want to make use of my $10, what is the best combination of the item so that I can use my $10. I know it's very stupid case study, but if the AI is very good, they should be able to count, right? Like 160 for coffee and how many for toast set, $4 for toast set. You should be able to count, but I tell you, after many iteration, they get it wrong. They even calculate like the plus and minus was wrong. I was very shocked. So in the end, I just count myself. But to be fair, this was more than half a year ago. I think like GPT just came out. Even the image recognition was not maybe so sharp. I'm not sure about now. I haven't tried it. I never get any new budget yet. But yeah, these are all the funny cases that you can use. For example, yeah, you got a $10 voucher. $100 voucher for CapitaLand. This is what I need. Can you suggest where I should go? Make them think for you. But then you have to look at the result and see, correct or not? Correct. Because they may hallucinate, their data may not be relevant. But whatever it is, again, there is this part of you need to evaluate and cannot just take it on face value. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so as we know that the GPT, they have many different models, and of course those are very technical that I don't even know what is the difference. I know Claude has 3 different models. The basic one, I think, is it called Opus? But yeah, let me see. I can show you my Claude. So my Claude is paid one, not by me. Is it very small? I think yes, it's very small. Okay, so yes, Claude, Sonnet and Haiku. Okay, Opus is the highest. Haiku, okay, I'm using maybe Opus 4.6. Let me see. So there are certain models that don't use images. Okay, and yeah, I don't know which one is highest, unfortunately, but the highest one, normally they will give you the very in-depth details. They will eat more credit, but they take longer time because they need to think a bit more. Okay, so this is Claude. I can go through it later, but yeah, so there is a different kind of model for different kind of purpose. And as a corporation, for example, let's say you have a mini project. Your mini project can be as simple as, I want to optimize the way I buy groceries so that I save money. I want to know whether Sheng Siong versus NTUC versus Prime versus Cold Storage, which is of course most expensive for most items. Where should I buy what? What do you need to think? Let them think. Do they have the data or not? Ask them to go through the website. Especially those that are available online, they should be able to think for you, right? And then, so do you have the data ready before you even embark on this? And that constitutes 20% of it. So if you have the data for Sheng Siong, NTUC, Prime, all the grocery thing, then now you can play. But if you say, oh, the data not even accurate, then may not be ready for you. So the data is very important because whatever you put in is what you get out. If your pricing, like my kopitiam menu pricing is wrong, then they cannot work on I think maybe you should all do this test, okay? Yakun versus Toastbox versus Nanyang or whatever, all these different brands. You put it in, then you also ask this question, which one more worth it? Maybe Yakun, there are certain items cheaper, Toastbox maybe certain items cheaper, or whatever that makes sense, right? I mean, these are fun, everyday things that you can start playing, that you don't need to use your brain because you have a free companion to work on. Yeah. And then in terms of company and organization, unfortunately 70% is depending on the people and process. At this moment, we cannot be fully automated yet. One day maybe, yes, we are going there. But for now, it really depends on the people who are using it and how are the process being done. So, and it is really 70% a project depends on the people and the processes. Hence, I know there are some company, I don't know which, I'm not sure whether it's OpenAI or Meta, maybe Meta. They start to track how tracking the mouse is nothing new, right? Company would track your mouse movement. They want to know you're around, are you there, too long never move, means nobody working. Okay, there are some company who track your mouse movement. And then, but nowadays, it's another level of surveillance. They want to know how do you do your things. So, where do you click? It's not just your movement anymore. Is there a human present behind the scene anymore? But what they need to know is, how do you do your current process? Because they want to replicate you so that AI can do it in the future. They are very blatant about it. They are not really hiding. Okay, they are in factory, I think there are certain employers, they pay people to use those, what do you call that, the VR glasses and what, right? When you clean your house, record, so that the robot can learn your movement. How do you clean the surface, how do you wipe the table or whatsoever. So those data are being collected so that they can train and automate in the future. Okay, so, but I think it's coming very fast. I mean, the recent visit of Trump to China, you could see there's so many technology being shown. And I mean, we know how advanced China is when it comes to robotics and stuff. So yeah, we'll see. The future is very, very near. But when it comes to this kind of process, right, at this moment, when it comes to AI, there are three involvement. Okay, so which are these three? Human in the loop, human on the loop, and human outside of the loop. Okay, so human in the loop means that whenever the AI do certain thing, so you have a goal, okay, let's say your goal is, hi AI, help me to cross the road to bus interchange, okay? So human in the loop will be, they will ask, oh, Donna, okay, walk 10 steps. Can you see a traffic light? And I say, oh, yes. Then they will say, okay, you walk. Can you see this? So at every point of time, they will always check in with you. Okay? But human on the loop is, they will propose and say that, Donna, at the 10 steps, cross the road. After that, another 10 steps, turn right, something along that line. Then after that, you evaluate, correct or not? So you don't need to press to say yes or no anymore, but you just evaluate, okay, you follow. Okay, but you are on the loop because you are monitoring the answer. But you are not deciding a yes or a no so that you can move on. But human outside of the loop means that one day you tell your AI or your robot, Donna, just follow me, which is whatever the electric vehicle is doing in a way, right? Because the self-driving, sorry, not electric vehicle, the self-driving vehicle, the human are outside of the loop. I think in the US or in the China, there are driverless car now, driverless taxi. Human are out of the loop. They don't need to care. So, of course, the ultimate goal, I think whatever technology you're looking at right now, they want the human to be outside of the loop from all the small role that you are seeing now. Okay, and I think just now, Bill was sharing, William, you were sharing the open claw. Has anyone of you heard of the open claw, which is the
Lobster.
lobster? Correct. Yeah, the logo is a lobster. So
is it a food or is it?
Okay, let me So OpenClaw, or Claudie is the new name now, no longer called OpenClaw. So it used to look like this. That's why people call it lobster. Okay, so it used to look like this. Okay, but it seems like they have rebranded. Okay, don't know why.
Open means free.
They are free one. See, you want to give them for free or not? Okay, so what OpenClaw is, they are aiming to be human out of the loop, totally. But at the moment, they still use the tree thing. But the goal is for you to be totally out of the loop. What can they do? Right now, the simple task is, take it that Claudie is your personal assistant that deals with your email, deals with your calendar, deals with, if you're a programmer or a system integrator, they can automate everything. Okay? So for example, Claudie, every time you receive an email from Donna, please reply the following template. If Donna use ABC, the word ABC, please reply DEF. If Donna use XYZ, please reply STU. You don't need to do anything anymore, okay? You already created the template, so you just, Claudie will do it for you, okay? If somebody say that, I want to meet you next week, Claudie will access your calendar, just confirm it with the person. If you already give a parameter that I can meet Monday to Wednesday between 2 to 4. As long as there's an empty slot, Claudie will write an email to that person and send a calendar invite directly. Okay? And so that is the scary part of this OpenClaw. Claudie sounds cute though. But yeah, this lobster man is able to replace whatever things that you're doing right now manually. But the downside is, you have to give them access to everything, right? Your email, your calendar, which technically they already have. I mean, you're using Gmail, Google already have everything, right? But they need to also access your laptop if you want to automate certain processes. So you see all this logo here, right? Outlook, Notion, GitHub. So GitHub is the repository of a lot of programmers share their what do you call that? Resources there. So they can even go there and claw and go and find out, hey, what is good that I can put it into my program. So I have not tried it yet, because the problem with this is I need to give access to everything, and I do not know what kind of things they're gonna get. And I'm using school laptop, right? I'm using my work laptop, so I do not dare to play with Claudie. And I don't have a personal laptop. So if all of you have a laptop that you can experiment with, so you can play with it. Okay, I think they give an example like this. Okay, let me see. It's very small. Okay, this is too big. Maybe like this. Yeah. Okay, so on your laptop, you go and tell Claudie that build me a skill for filling bugs. Okay, safe anthropic API. Okay, so these are all very technical programmer words, right? Connect via whatever. Okay, so on your laptop, you are coding this to Claudie, and then the Claudie will start working already, start thinking, okay, these are your things, this is my environment, I'm going to do this. And then on your phone, let's say you use WhatsApp, they'll send it to your WhatsApp. So their bot is called a list. So it said, oh, I see you're building this. You want me to use it now? So your phone chat will be the interface with the chat. So let's say if you're using WhatsApp, you can actually message Claudie in the WhatsApp and tell them what you want it to do. Okay, so hey Claudie, reply this or whatsoever. So that's how seamless it is from your laptop to your phone. And you can just give a command through your phone, your laptop will do the work. Okay. But again, this is just one use case, and I think it's very, very powerful. Hence that they say all the best agent connected all into one. Right, so if you are you want to experiment, feel free to go and play with Claudie. I think, and yeah, of course you can create many agents. Maybe one is to help set up calendar calendar, write email. The other one to help you go and do research on which Sheng Siong is the cheapest or nearest or whatever. You calculate your mileage of your car. Whatever it is, you can have many different agents right now. The other one maybe can help you to book ticket. The other one can help you to find what ticket formation is cheaper. Okay, so I know of my startup founder who doesn't use this, but he uses Claude to do research how to go to London the cheapest using his miles, claim business class. So he told me, but of course he has to test the theory again, right? You cannot take what Claude or GPT say correctly. So basically he managed to find a hack. Singapore to London business class, one person is between 10 to 12K. Okay? But he managed to find a way, Vietnam, Singapore, London, one person 5K. Why not? Just need to go Vietnam only. Vietnam, Singapore, London, and this is two-way. So instead of one way, 10K, 12K per pax for business class, now he can get the same price for two people just by, doing some kind of a research. So, but yeah, so the downside, you have to fly to Vietnam, but he doesn't mind because his wife is Vietnamese. Just fly.
Okay. You just miss the flight. Then you just transit.
But you have the power to choose when you want to fly. The transiting, timing and everything you have the power. But the thing is that you need to come out from Vietnam, you need to go in from Vietnam. That's it. That's the only difference. Other than that, the permutation, then you go and play. But whatever it is, it's still cheaper than going direct. So, the last time I also heard, like, if you fly to Mexico from Singapore, I have no idea how much. But if you fly from Kuala Lumpur, go to Singapore, and then you go to Mexico, you slash by don't know how many times. So there are all this kind of trick when it comes to traveling. If you don't care about direct flight, you don't care that I need to save time, if time is not of a matter, do your research and then try, because I think to get business class from one ticket to two people ticket is quite significant hack that you can get. Yeah. So, okay, sorry, I'll go back to my slide. But yeah, so at this moment, I think majority of it are still human on the loop. But whatever they were witnessing, they are trying to go to the outside the loop. Okay.
Thank you, Donna.
Oh, thanks, Sunny. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, so how do you spot, like before you do something, how do you even wonder, like how do you spot this is an opportunity that can make sense to your company or even for your time? Like should you even start doing this or not? Should you start adopting AI to transform your business processes, right? Of course, the basic question is, what is the issue that you want to solve with AI, right? Do you even need AI? A lot of people nowadays, they don't even ask, they just think AI is very cool, I need it, I want to be part of it, especially in the company sector. I bet most of you don't really do that, you all just ask questions only. But if you are still running a company and thinking that you can optimize it, just ask very basic question first. What is it that you want to solve, right? What is the process and the issue that you want AI to work on it? And how does the person who interact with the system? But the best question, honestly, right, to ask is the last question. How can you solve it without AI? So this topic today that come out is because I attended a workshop by SMU. They want us to think how can we spot a case that is worth solving with AI, hence this topic, right? So it kind of opened up my mind to see that, hey, actually not everything needs AI, or not everything needs to be built. I know it's very common sense, but as you all know, that common sense is not very common, right? So there is a method, there is a way. I will show you the process that the workshop taught us. Like how do you even decide whether you want to embark in the AI project or not? How do you assess before you even start? You don't want to pay money and just because some consultant say it's very good, then you go and pay and use, right? How do you know? Okay, so let me see. Okay, so the bare minimum you need to know is, number one, You need to know what you want to come out of it. And number two, do you have the data or not? Because AI is machine learning, right? So there's no data, what are they going to do with it?
They already have one. They already learn.
Your process, your company processes. So for example, the context is that, I'm not talking about like chat, right? I'm talking about like, oh, now my company is so manual, everything still use paper. Oh, I suddenly want to use AI. Okay, your data is all in paper, means you're not ready. You need somebody to go and digitize your data, dump it into Excel or whatsoever, then okay, the AI can go and read all this, right? But of course now with the OCR technology or whatsoever, they can read all your paper, but maybe your manual process, the paper is written by 100 different people, and there's another headache, like how dirty is your data? But whatever it is, these two things, what do you want out of it? Do you have enough data? Okay, and then now you think about it, there are so many different tools also. What do you need, right? There are the agents who can do things for you, like the OpenClaw or Claude. There are the GPT, the generative, the GPT, the GPT type that can generate things for you. What do you need? There's a computer vision, so may not be all, right? What is the estimated value that you can save? Are you saving money? Are you saving, or are you earning money? So what is the benefit for you to do this? Sekali after you do everything, ended up like, sure you save time, but it costs more money, it costs more stress, it costs got more bugs, costs got hallucination and all those things, so it may not be worth it. So it's good to do some evaluation first. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay, I'll go through this, I think when you... Okay, so this is the scoring metrics for you to decide before you need to do a certain project or not. But I will go through a case study based on my real life experience. Okay, let me go to... Okay, have any of you heard what Miro is? M-I-R-O? Okay, Miro is being used a lot in startup. It is a collaborative tool. Imagine this is a very big wall. Okay? A very big wall where people use it to brainstorm. And people use it to collaborate. Like huge wall, unlimited wall that you can never imagine. So you see, why do I say unlimited, right? You see how small this is, and then I zoom in. I zoom in, actually, oh, there's this thing here, and I can zoom in some more, So it's a very huge wall that you can zoom in and you can zoom out. Okay, so how is this being useful? So in a project, right, let's say we are doing different part of the project. Okay, so some people can focus on this first and brainstorm segment A, another person can go to segment B and start playing with it also. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so it's a digital whiteboard, right? And then there is also, you can react. Let's say you like other people's idea. Because some people like put post-it, I think I'm not sure whether all of you experience in the consultant or some kind of the facilitator project. What they like to do, right? Let's say there's no Miro, they just use the board. Then all of us are in one company and I want the best idea to solve this problem. Let's say the problem is our pantry so far only got Nescafe. I want to improve the pantry experience, but I do not know what do people like. Do I need to put fruits? Do I need to put peanut? Everybody has different idea. And there are 20 of you. I cannot be asking one by one. So normally we do a facilitation. The facilitator will give you a post-it and then they will start pasting it. So exactly like this, I can actually start pasting post-it here. For example, here. Okay. So I say I want apple. Okay. So I just paste it. But in actual person last time, literally you just paste it. I want apple. Then you say you want grape. Then after that you say you want seaweed. And then you say you want coffee. Then you just put. Then you realize, oh, there's a few categories. Someone fruit, someone drinks, someone nuts, someone snacks. Then from there you congregate and you decide, oh, what is the best from collective wisdom. Of course, there are some outliers say that they want bubble tea, then cannot. Okay, so but it's just just one example of what Miro can do. So how my workshop actually use it is this way. They do have a lot of template. Okay, so Miro has already come with many template that that you can use for brainstorming. Let me just show you. Yeah. So they already come with 7,000 over template for you to play with. So you don't need to even think anymore. You want to do AI project? You can choose that. You can just say use template, then you can use.
Yeah, but 7,000, just like we have 7,000 just.
No, so depending on what category you want. So you need to be very clear. Are you trying to create an image? You know, the designer, they need to, okay, renovation, interior design. What kind of mood board do you want? Are you looking for IKEA, minimalistic? Are you looking for Japanese Zen? Are you looking for Victorian classic? So once you set your theme, and then you do your mood board. So how do you do your mood board? So for example, let's say this board. Yeah, it's a bit graphic heavy, so it may be a bit slow. Yeah, so you see, I can just put one image, and then we start to put like, oh, the color palette. The color palette, I want like that, I want red, you know, not blue. So you can start working on it. But this is a template, they give it to you already. What you need to do is change the color, change the image. But my use case, oh wait, so you can see how many different template they have. Okay, so for example here, okay, template, there you go. For meeting and workshop, for brainstorming, for agile is a startup term where you need to create a product, but you need to keep modifying, so you need to be agile. Yeah, research, design, strategy planning, diagram and mapping, whatever it is, even presentation and slide, they will give you template, okay? So have fun and play with it. Mobile wireframe, see, you don't need to think really nowadays. Everything is there, it's like up to your imagination. Okay, so, but the one that I have is for this project purpose, is like this. Okay, so you can see, I know this is a bit small, but never mind. So in the class we have 45 people. Okay, in the workshop that I attended, there were 45 people. And we need to learn about how can I identify an AI project is worth doing or not. Okay, so everybody has to identify a project. So I identify my own project. So I need to look for myself. Control F, I need to look for Donna. And this is me, okay? So this is my board, right? And this template is already given to me. I don't need to do anything. It's basically to help me identify, is my project worth doing? So what is my project? So at work, this is what I do the most tediously. Okay, okay, anything that you see got blue color, the office hour. Okay, anything that you see office hour is by me. So what is an office hour? It's a one-to-one consultation between all this expert and my startup founder. So I need to know what's my process end to end, right? So my process is like this. Let's say Bing Cheng knows Sam Altman, which is the founder of OpenAI. Then after that, they say, hey Donna, Sam Altman today very nice. I come to Singapore, want to advise startup. Can or not? Can. Okay. Then I talk to Sam. I say, hey Sam, are you free on Tuesday next week for 2 hours? And he say, yeah, free. Then I say, okay, I will publicize you like this. Imagine this guy is Sam, okay? I'll publicize you in our website so that our startup can talk to you for 2 hours, okay? So what do I need? I need his photo, I need his bio, I need to know whether he's free next Tuesday, I need to block the time, and then I need to send the application to my startup founder. Then my startup founder say, hey, I want 3 o'clock, I want 3:30 because it's only 2 hours. And then, oh sorry, distracted. What was I saying? Yeah, so when the startup is confirmed, I will need to send calendar invite to the startup founder, right? So the things will end when they meet. After they meet already, then I need to send feedback form, ask the founder, hey, This advisor, this sound good or not? Okay, once this loop is ended, my process is done. But can you imagine how many steps I have to go through, right? So you want to guess, right, how many different technology do I use to do this process? Technology means WhatsApp is counted as one, email is counted as one.
Open crawl one.
No lah, I cannot use open crawl No, open crawl needs to work with your email, so like that 2 already. Calendar 3. So how many? So simple process. You introduce Sam to me. I say yes. I'll email him. I calendar him. Then I'll send it to my founder. So let's say you're my startup founder. I send you the calendar invite. You confirm. And they meet. I send feedback form. Done. How many technological stacks I use? Huh?
Okay, so complicated.
Yeah, tell me how many? Make a guess.
I don't know. I will use WhatsApp. Okay.
So you stay one
Yeah, WhatsApp.
WhatsApp can already. You see, I show you this website already. Got how many?
Don't know how to use.
Okay, so WhatsApp, right? Because you WhatsApp me to Sam, 1, correct? I need to email Sam, 2. This website is also 1, right? Website is a 2, 3. The graphic, right? Who designed? My mom. It's not right. The graphic is designed by using another thing. 4 already. So, how many
Why
actually?
you need graphic?
I need to put on the website, right?
For what? Just a meeting. Your meeting, I don't put on website.
I need to publicize. Exactly like this, what you see, like I need this.
You need to publicize.
This is my event calendar for the company. Okay, take a guess, just pick a number, how many? So you say 1, he say 1 which is wrong.
No lah.
At least 5.
Okay, you 5?
Around 6.
6.
10.
10 is correct. So I was shocked because at first I thought like okay lah, less than 10 lah. My first was 7. I thought like 7, okay lah, 7 not bad, right? As I dig further, right, I got 10. I got 10 different technological stack, and maybe I still missed out on some. Did I put WhatsApp? Oh yeah, WhatsApp Telegram. Okay, so first of all, Outlook calendar. Okay, I need to send calendar invites. I can see, right? Yeah. Okay, so I need to send calendar invites. So that is the first one. Yeah, so the first one is actually the Outlook calendar, okay? And then Outlook email, I need to liaise with these people. Then for the design, I use Canva, right? And then to publicize and to send it to the founder, I use MailChimp, number 4. Number 5, I need to let them apply for this thing, I use Google Form. To apply to send feedback is Google Form. Then I need to put in the contact of this advisor, the Sam, right? He's an important person to me. I need it in my customer CRM, my customer relationship manager. Okay, 6 already. Then sometimes they meet in person. If they meet in person, I need SCADA because I need to book the room. But if they meet online, I need my Zoom, the one that I'm using right now. Okay. And then of course, I need to send reminder to both of them. Hey, don't forget I got this WhatsApp or Telegram. So technically 11 already because WhatsApp and Telegram is different, but same purpose lah. After everything finished, I need to save it into my SharePoint. Yeah, so it's 10 or more. Actually, it's more. I mean, if I really want to count by the actual product, right, I think it's more. But for simplicity in terms of purpose, there are 10. So now I come to think about it. Can I solve it? Do I need AI to do this?
Why you don't need Word and all these things?
Sorry?
Word or Excel, all this to do your work.
Oh, I don't need. For this process, I don't
Or
know.
they can do it.
Yeah, for this shake hand, introduce this one, I don't need work. Because I am not writing a report.
Okay?
It's not a report now. Mine is I'm like a dating agency. You introduce me to Sam, I introduce it to him. Then you all shake hand, then okay, I done. So I don't need work.
Report your result.
Report result, okay, correct, okay, that's a good one. So I never include that in. The report result is PowerPoint. So 11 lah. But that one doesn't come regularly. So the regular one is this 10 at the moment, right? So I need to really wonder, right? Can I solve this without AI? Technically, yes, right? Because I'm already doing it without AI.
Yeah, this one is not AI what?
Yeah, there's nothing AI. I've been doing it already. But the problem is, how can I reduce my painfulness of repeating the whole time, right? Now, there is a problem. For sure, there is a problem. There's 10 different technological stack that are being used, right? So if there is an AI that I can use, right, what will it be? Definitely generative AI, because I need to create design, I need to create email template, and the email is always the same. Like, oh, hi Sam, nice talking to you, are you free this due date? Can you give me your bio, give me your photo? So there's a certain repeat. But I don't need computer vision, you see, I don't need, that's too high tech already. I just need generative AI. I may need AI assistant. Okay, so for example, like this, right? See like that. I may need AI assistant, okay? I'm an agent and autonomous system. So these three I may need. Do I need to research or planning? Not really. Right? Discovery, forecasting, no, I don't need forecasting. But I need these three the most, right? Okay. But what's the benefit? Of course, I want to save time. There is my number one pet peeve for now. But now, okay, the most important thing now I need to show you is this. How do you decide that can I implement this with AI already or not? Now I already know that, yes, can be solved with AI, can be streamlined some more. I can use, yeah, I mean ideally Claude or OpenClaw, that would be so ideal, right? Because Claude reply the email with this, that would be so ideal. They can do many things. They can cut down to a lot, but I cannot because work laptop, cannot use Claude, it's too dangerous, don't know what data they'll get. Okay? So now, how do you assess, right, if I am ready to use AI for this project? Number one is data. Okay? You need, okay, so this is the scoring matrix. Do I have the data or not? So 5 means very high score. Okay? Yes, I have access to data. My data is ready. So I give all 5. Okay, because I've been doing this for 6 years already. Now, the other one is the algorithm score, right? Okay, what are the questions? We know tech recognize. Do we know what are the tech stack that we need to solve this problem? Has similar problem been solved in other industry? Do we know a technique? So that's why my score not too high, but also not too low, because I know it can be done, right? So full score is 15, so this one is 11, not so bad. So after talking about data, next is solution. The other one is the process, right? Do I need, a very few processes need to be changed. Yes, correct. I don't need to overhaul my process because my process is there, right? Do I need to adjust? Also not so much, right? Do I need to make organizational changes? No organizational changes need to be done, right? So hence the score is around there. This is my own self-assessment. Now, do I have the technology know-how? Do I know how to use GPT? Do I know how to use Claude? Yes, I do, right? Do I require certain training? Maybe, right? So hence that the last 3 is not high 15, it's 11. But whatever it is the score, the higher it is, right? Then you need the last one. How long will this use case take until it become a product? Less than 3 months is possible. Honestly, I think 1 month if I really do it well, I think can be done. I can streamline the process. So this is another score for 5. With that, my total score is 53. Maximum is 65. Yeah. So, what does this mean? That means, okay, sorry. This one is how they, this is how they guide you on how to score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But basically, 65 is a perfect point. 53 means that Donna, you can actually automate it by this month. So I should embark on this. I should cut down my 10 software into, I don't know, maybe 5. And hence that it makes it ready, right? But if your score is less than, let's say 10, don't do it. It's totally not ready. You don't even have the data, you don't know the know-how, you don't know where things are, you need to convince some of your stakeholders to do it, then don't bother, drop it, right? So, yeah, so in a summary, right, how do you decide whether you want to embark or not? If you are able to convince your score is 50 and above, you can do it. You should, because it's really very easy to implement and it's the shortest point of time, and the ease of implementation justify that you can do it. But if it's low, I can actually share this if you all want. But basically, yeah, in a nutshell, the takeaway that I want you all to think is that not everything is through AI. Not all processes. Like I myself was very shocked. I thought that, oh, I want to automate this very fast. But actually, it's not that bad. Only certain part needs to be automated. And certain thing like, let's say, talking to Sam that you introduced to me, that part cannot be automated yet because I need to assess if Sam is suitable to talk to my startup. Yeah. So we need to see the process from end to end, what makes things suitable. Yeah. But again, to summarize, right, you don't even need to think so much. You just remember, do I have the data? Do I have the algorithm or the what do you call that, the information, the solution, right? Do I know the process very clearly? Do I not need to change the process too hard? And lastly, do you have the knowledge? Or if you don't have the knowledge, can you learn it very fast? Right? And I think with GPT nowadays, you can learn things very fast because you don't need to learn from scratch. And you don't even need to code anymore. By next week, I'll be trying, like next week, I'm learning another software called Lovable. It's basically a no-code platform. I haven't really played with it yet, but basically it's like you type on like GPT like that. I want to create a CRM, maybe to do this, right? You can create a website and you can create an app without knowing a zero programming. So that's what I'm going to learn. Maybe my next talk I can share about that after I learn first. So with that, new tool. Yeah. So with that new tool, maybe I can solve my this whole problem.
One programmer will be out of job.
Sorry.
One programmer will be out of job.
Who?
I don't know who. Your office
Who is PMO?
Yeah, so actually it's quite scary. Lovable is the other software that you all should, if you all love to program, right? Yeah, they literally call Lovable. And they also have templates already. So you can see, it's crazy. They can create website from scratch.
You need to post.
Correct, you need to pay them. That's the only thing. So you see our website programming revolution, right? Started off with HTML, right? And then you go to like the blog, like WordPress, Blogspot. And then we have Shopify, because shopping cart long time ago you have to program it in, right? But now Shopify very easy, our website all created by Shopify. Most of the e-commerce website, they are all Shopify. But now Lovable is going to crash that in a way that, why do you need WordPress? You don't need it already. You don't even need to know how to do all the CSS or whatever, because WordPress is still slightly complicated and you need to keep update of certain plugins that you use. I give up on WordPress, it's too technical for me. But Lovable you don't need anymore. You literally just type it in. I don't think I have access yet at the moment. So next week I will have. But literally, Lovable, this one. Maybe let me find a YouTube video. Oops. Let's see, there is a demo for Lovable. Oops, sorry. Kena advertisement. Yeah, they are teaching you how to do it, but I want the. So this one. How they don't know? Okay, let's see this one. They're gonna show you. Yeah, they're not really showing. Yeah, like this. Create a social shopping marketplace. One click of a button, it will create the entire website for you. It's really crazy. You don't need a web designer anymore.
How do you update?
You just say it. You don't care about code anymore. You just say it. It's really all prompts. Yeah. So this one very exciting. Then okay lah. If you know how to code, then you can edit the code lah. People like me, I cannot lah. I'll just keep using the prompt. Okay, let me show you maybe the demo.
What's the website?
Just lovable, yeah.
What is up, everybody?